Hello and welcome to your Pick a Pile self-love and self-care message. So if you're joining me for the first time, if you've been led here, please take a moment to look, gaze, kind of feel out these three piles. Which one is calling out to you? The pile on the left? Perhaps the middle pile? Or could it be the pile on the right? One of these piles has a message for you regarding self-love and self-care. This is a most important message because it's crucial to our existence that we take care of ourselves and we love ourselves. It helps us make better decisions, better choices, and create a better life for ourselves. So, which pile have you chosen? I'm going to go ahead and start with the pile on the left. So if you chose this pile, let's see what messages we have here regarding self-love and self-care for this week. So, joy, your delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. So this week, I want you to focus on joy. And joy is born of living a life in happiness and in grace and in gratitude. It's a really celebration of life and your role in it. So I feel like you want to be more in touch with the energy of joy, more in tune with the vibration of joy. This way you can be more content this week. This week, you'd be more full of confidence if you can tap into this energy. And you'd be able to move forward and recognize that any struggles you can conquer, okay? So focus on joy. You also want to count your blessings. Again, here's this message of gratitude. A grateful heart attracts more joy, love, and prosperity. So this is all about your blessings. There are blessings in your life, but in order for you to see them, you have to see the joy. Connect with that energy of joy. An affirmation for you to use this week: I can release ancient pain by simply feeling it. What you need to surrender to is receiving support and love. So your guides want you to allow the love and support of others in. They really don't want you to try to handle everything yourself. They want to help you take the pressure off and nurture you. This is so important for you in order to see the blessings, to feel the joy, to feel that energy. Surrender to receiving. You need some support this week if you chose that left card. Show yourself some love, some self-care by allowing others to support you at this time. And finally, I love this one. You got the Phoenix. This is all about rising from the ashes, rising from where you've been, moving up, owning your power, owning where you're at in your story on your journey at this time, okay? So this is your reading for the week. Tap into the energy of joy, gratitude, blessings, let go of any pain, rise here, rise up, and surrender to allowing yourself to be supported, whether that's by other people, whether that's just somebody allowing you to vent. or whether that's something bigger for you. Receive it with gratitude and grace. Okay, so that is if you chose the left pile. Now we are going to move on to this middle pile here. And if you chose this middle pile, this reading is for you. It's time to release. So you have that ability to give over unwanted energies to those loving forces of the universe. Okay. I feel like you need to breathe through this one if you chose the middle card. Okay. I feel like you are really being asked to truly usher in some self-love by letting go of anything that you've been holding on to, any illusions, any denial in your life. So I feel like here your guides are saying, tap into this energy, tap into your emotions, let go of old emotions, old behaviors, any shame or regret or self-criticism. Let it go, okay? Get rid of any stagnant energy. And I feel like it's time to create something new, a new story about how you love yourself, how you're holding space for yourself, how you're tapping into some self-acceptance and even forgiveness. Okay? I feel like you have control over whether you allow something unloving into your space. Okay? I feel like if any toxicity has built up around you, within your aura, you become exhausted and depressed and unbalanced. So it's time to take some necessary steps to really remove any toxic energies. No old energy. Let it go. Okay? So we're releasing. Call a friend. So when you're mirrored with love, you can see yourself with clarity. So this is about friendship. Friendship. You've chosen this middle card. I want you to call somebody or ask somebody to just spend some time chatting with you, allowing you to see yourself within them. What do you love about the people closest to you? What do you see in the people closest to you that they may be mirroring themselves back at you? Is there something you see in somebody? Maybe some toxicity we need to release. Maybe you see that in somebody. Or just some behaviors that you're not happy with, you don't like. Why are they triggering you? What are they bringing up for you? Are they asking you to heal something? Okay? So, your affirmation is, I pray before I pay. Love it. What do you need to surrender to? You need to surrender to joy. That key to positive change is letting that joy in. Removing the toxicity and bringing in the joy. But you can't bring in the joy unless you surrender to it. Indulge in random acts of smiling. Keep surrendering to joy no matter how hard life gets, no matter what is going on around you, even when you're feeling kind of dark. I want you to find the joy. One simple thing that feels joyful. Maybe even at this moment, close your eyes and think about something that makes you feel joyful. Go ahead, do it. Now, when you have that memory, that thought, I want you to feel it throughout your whole body. That feeling of joy. Hold on to that. Come back to that feeling every time you struggle. And finally, so you got the thorn card. I feel like this is just saying again, when you release that toxic people, toxic behaviors, the self-criticism, when you recognize and see yourself, you're starting to weave a crown that you deserve, a crown that is more joyful and less painful. I feel like for you, if you're choosing that middle card, you're removing the toxicity, you're removing the thorns, you're removing the things that are getting in the way of you loving yourself and caring for yourself in the correct way. Okay? That was the reading for the middle card. And finally, if you chose the pile on the right, this is your reading. And you got willingness. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. So, if you chose this card, I want to remind you that you must learn to accept the things you cannot change. I feel like your guides are saying you have to experience some things, you cannot avoid them. Each experience will transform you. And when you're willing to look inside of yourself and begin to change your habits or any self-imposed fears, your perceptions, that's when you're going to start to begin to see your true self. And the kind of catalyst for transformation is going to come from your willingness to forgive, to open your heart, and to be very honest with yourself. When you love yourself, you're able to do these things honestly, openly, without judgment or fear of criticism. And don't think you're ever too old to learn this. You can do this. I feel like you can gauge your spiritual growth by your willingness to learn and accept from others. So I want you to think about that. And I want you to keep an open mind when things change. I want you to expand your knowledge of things. And I want you to allow love to really radiate through everything that you do. And I want you to be willing to accept yourself as you are on your path in this journey at this moment. Okay? Now, take a mini retreat. Listen to the voice of your soul. Got the retreat card here. So, this is what you need to do. You need to step back, take a moment, really listen to yourself, what your body's saying, what your intuition is saying, what your soul is saying to you, okay? That's where we talk about being open. Your affirmation is: in the midst of a meltdown, I breathe through the discomfort and come out on the other side. Okay? What are you being asked to surrender? Your fear of change. What can you not control? The things you cannot control. So the universe, your guides, they're reminding you that you're always cared for. You're always being led somewhere. But when you're afraid to change, whether it's your job, your health, your relationship, or maybe you fear aging or death, repeat this affirmation. I have faith that all is well. You can't I keep getting, you can't control. You have to be willing to be open. You have to be willing to step into things that you are not comfortable with. I feel like moving and breathing through things that are not comfortable will be very important. And finally, morning. The world awaits you. So I feel like this is your guide saying, everything you want is out there. Every morning that you wake up, it's there. There are tons of fish in that sea. Okay? There's tons of experiences to be had. And it doesn't matter what experience you have. Whatever it is, it's the right one for you. So let the universe guide you a bit. Okay? So those are our 3 pick-a-pile readings. Thank you so much for joining me. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you again soon for another reading. And if you'd like to order a personal reading with me, there is a link in the video description. Enjoy!